For those of you who have been following this recent thread, brother, and brother minus the R, bother. That's right, ladies and gentle fauna. Today we are doing Bother by Stone Sour for Gurpreet Singh, any relation to Miranda Sings, Gurpreet, Gavin Clark, Grant Nicholas, Brian Madden, Hayden Powers, Chris Marl, Seth Passmore, your insurance must be high, Seth, and Tanks and Other Games. But before we get into it, I would like to take just a moment to thank with the utmost felicity Mr. I will say his name twice in this intro, Chris Marl and Sharon, for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. Chris and Sharon, thank you for your support. You help allow me to do this, and if you would like to help allow me to do this, the link, of course, will be in the description. But of course, it's a Stone Sour song, so banish the thought that it might be in standard tuning. This one is a half step down. So instead of Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie, you will have E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. It's the same thing as standard tuning, relatively speaking, but all the notes are one note lower. And if you don't know how to do that to your guitar, I've made a video on how to do that to your guitar, and you will find the link in the description as well. Now that we're all here, take your pointer finger and bar on the 7th fret from the A string to the E string, so 5 strings. Give that a strum. Followed immediately by, you're going to hammer on to the B string 8th fret with your middle finger, while you hammer on to the D string 9th fret with your ring finger. This is now an E minor 7 chord. Take it back off, and then you're going to hammer on pull off on the B string with your middle finger, and then the G string is going to go 9 to 7 pull off. You want to be a little bit sloppy when you do that. This is kind of like Stone Sour's Yellow Ledbetter, so you want to get a few more strings than just the B and the G strings when you do that. How many more strings, it doesn't much matter, just some. Then you land back on your E minor 7 and repeat. That brings us to the verse. You're going to start with your E minor 7 and go to just the bar. You can start on the E minor 7, or you can give it a grace note hammer on. Either one's fine, it seems to me, the first time they do. Start on it, and the second time is a slight hammer on, followed by D as a bar chord that's starting on the A string, 5, 7, 7, 7, and then back up to our... This time, the doodle-doot-doot-doot-doot gets one more doot-doot, so do the B string, the G string, and the D string before you repeat. But it's not quite a repeat. Then to the D. This time, instead of going back up to our E minor 7, we're going to play a D-shaped G, and that's going to be D string, 5th fret, G string, 7th fret, and B string, 8th fret. Back to our D. Now, you might not believe me about that. What you hear when you listen to the song is a G and an F sharp. The G, of course, makes sense with our D-shaped G. By the way, this is a D shape because if we had a different anatomy, we could go like this and this at the same time, but we don't. But D, E, F, G, but different notes out of the G. And then it goes to F sharp, which is a feature of your D chord. Look, there it is on the E string 2nd fret. So the bass has chosen to walk down, which makes sense. We're going to E minor for the chorus, but is the second half of the verse. For the chorus, we are going to play E minor. I want to say it's E minor now and not E minor 7, so add your pinky finger to the G string 9th fret, or keep playing E minor 7. They are completely interchangeable in this context. And then down to our bar, which pretty much acts like a D chord in this chorus. Back to E minor, or E minor 7. And then we're going to B, which is the same shape, but move all your fingers up one string towards the ceiling. I actually think it's B7, so take your pinky finger off, but you choose your favorite there. Again, completely musically interchangeable there. Anyways, E minor to our D-like chord, back to E minor and B, E minor again, our D-like chord, and then down to C, which is the same as D, but 2 frets lower, and up to real D, and back into the intro. Then we have the reason open season part that's snuck in between the second verse and the second chorus. It's E minor to B, C is 1 fret higher, and D is 2 frets higher than that, into the next chorus. Then we have that little E minor jammy spot, pajama spot, at about 2 minutes, and now would be a great time to talk about the E minor scale, but not the place we usually talk about it, which is either the 12th fret or the open fret. But we are neither of those places in this song. Of course, you can play any scale anywhere. We are here in this song, so let's start on the E root on the A string, 7th fret, and go A, 7, 9, 10, D, 7, 9, 10, G, 7, 9. It's exactly the same thing as just in a more convenient spot. So continuing along the next octave, we're going to start back on our root, which is going to be G9, just to reset our ear balls. Then B, 7, 8, 10, E, 7, 8, 10, and just to complete things out, you can go up to the E string 12th fret. So now you have 2 whole octaves of E minor scale. 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, starting on the A string, and then starting on the G string. 9 to the B string, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 12, with which to noodle in that pajama spot. For instance, and in the interest of having a bigger picture didactic moment here, that works for every single minor scale with the root on the A string. So should the need arise that your song's in D minor and you're here, it's the exact same shape. And so on. C minor, and so on, and so on. So you didn't just learn 1 minor scale there, you learned 12. And that's all I can think of to say about Bother by Stone Sour. Those are all the pieces. You figure out which one goes where, when. Thank you so much for being here for this one. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.